During modern times, we have not witnessed this number of people that are moving from places such as Venezuela because of the political climate, Ecuador because of some of the drug trade and trafficking, and some of the other countries that are involved. And so this gave us a moment of having a conversation earlier today around the environmental issues and what we're doing as a city. And it also gave us an opportunity to talk about the shifting of people in this region.
Okay, we're gonna start the Q&A. Go this way.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
So you just mentioned Venezuela. They're gonna have elections July 28th. There are some people that they are saying that if Nicolas Maduro again does whatever he wants, we're gonna get more people from Venezuela here in the U.S. because of that. They're gonna leave the country because they don't want to live in a country with a regime. Are you evaluating this situation? Are you expecting more Venezuelan? Are you looking for that elections to be democratic and free?
Well, I think it's important for self-determination of a country. And our national immigration policy cannot be cross your fingers and hope. We must plan ahead for whatever happens in the region, because the issues that we're seeing in Venezuela are compounded by the issues we're seeing in other countries. But if we have the right immigration policies, and if we have the right stabilizing plan at the border, we can ensure those who we parole into the country legally can find a pathway to have their cases heard, and at the same time, the ability to work while they're waiting. And we're hoping that the people of Venezuela makes the right decision on who they want as a leader, but we need to focus on what we're going to do no matter what happens in the region.
Please identify the media channel.
Yeah, for Colombia One. So we know there are a lot of Venezuelans, Colombians, Ecuadorians that came to New York as migrants. What has been the response of the local communities, Colombian community in New York, Venezuelan community? Was there a movement of solidarity, or what has been the response?
Well, in New York, we don't have a large Venezuelan population, as one of the panelists mentioned today at one of the panels, that what helps allowing people to settle in a country is to have a social network in that country. And it's best when we have a real strategy at the border where we can ensure that individuals, number one, are going to locations where they have that social net exist. When you see that social net existing, it is easy to allow people to assimilate into a culture. We see that with the Ukrainians who came after the Ukrainian war. They were able to assimilate into the Ukrainian population we have in New York. But in absence of that social network, the national government must play a role in expediting work authorization, TPS status, as well as funding this problem, because this is not a local problem, this is a national problem, and it's imperative that our national government come up with real immigration reform and make sure that they properly fund those cities where our migrants and asylum seekers are going to.
Thank you.
Sí. Okay. Te la traduzco.
Por favor. Sí, ya mis compañeros han preguntado sobre Venezuela, pero específicamente, ¿cuántos migrantes venezolanos están registrados en Nueva York en este momento? ¿Tienen una estimación la alcaldía? ¿Y cómo ha variado esta cifra en el último año? ¿Ha aumentado, ha bajado, en qué porcentaje?
Okay, about Venezuela specifically, she wants to know how many Venezuelan immigrants we have in the city, and in the last year if it has gone up, down, the number of Venezuelans in New York City.
And I'll talk in sound bites too, so you can translate for her.
Yes.
The total number of migrants and asylum seekers that have arrived at our city is close to 200,000.
El número que estimamos que ha llegado a la ciudad es about 200,000 asylum seekers, son las personas que están buscando asilo.
the largest number of them are coming from Venezuela.
Y la mayoría de ellos vienen de Venezuela.
And the numbers have peaked and have gone down and peaked again. So it is a unstable amount of people coming.
Y los números han subido, han bajado, dependiendo de la época, pero es un número estable que tenemos de venezolanos que han venido a la ciudad.
So any given day, we could get anywhere from 200 to 1,000.
En cualquier día de la semana podemos recibir de 200 a 1,000 inmigrantes a la semana.
So the numbers vary.
Y los números varían, dependiendo.
What about
Sorry,
Colombians?
the last number you said is Venezuelan immigrants or just in general immigrants?
And to 200,000 is migrants and asylum seekers, not
Okay.
immigrants. We have
Okay.
undocuments that come to the city also, but just the migrants and asylum seekers is close to 200,000.
Okay.
No. Okay. La
Okay.
W, yeah, good.
All right.
Yes. No, the last one here.
I want to change the topic here. And New York is we're the biggest Jewish community outside of Israel. And I want to go to what's going on right now. And I want to ask, do you think the authorities are doing enough to protect the Jewish population in New York?
Yes. When you look at what's happening globally, the increase in anti-Semitism, there is a feeling of fear, but when you look at what the New York City Police Department is doing, we've had over 500 protests. You don't see the destruction of property. You don't see openly assault on the people of the Jewish community. We have seen an increase in some of the graffiti, the swastikas, but when you look at the population, we have the largest Jewish population in the country. You look at how well the police department they have handled this, of listening to the intelligence that's out there, responding appropriately, making sure that the Jewish residents can move throughout the city. They have done a good job. And I think that what is being distorted is that New Yorkers are not concerned about just protests. We have a rich tradition of the right to protest. What is concerning is the terminology that is being used. To call for the destruction of any group of people is wrong. To celebrate Hamas is wrong. Hamas is a terrorist organization. They must be destroyed, and we must allow the hostages to come home. And the quickest way to stop the violence is for those two actions to take place.
Thank you. Muchas
Thank you.
gracias a
Muchas
todos.
gracias.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.